So let's go back a few months. Tell us about making your Opry debut.
That making my Opry debut was a moment that I will always remember, and it's really one of the high water marks for me playing music. I got to come to the Opry, and I got to invite family and friends, and a bunch of them showed up, and it was really, really special to share that moment, and I was really nervous, and my dad had passed away a little over a year before that, and that Halloween previous, we had been at the Opry, and it was a special thing to him and to the whole family. So to get to come and play the Opry with that many friends and family around was really, really a special deal.
What's the energy like when you step into that circle?
It's just electric, You step into that circle and you playing in front of a crowd that appreciates the history and the tradition and the music that comes out of the Opry, and knowing a little bit about the history of the Opry and WSM and how it was instrumental in making Nashville Music City. It's like sort of playing the mecca of country music. So it's really special every time.
What people might be learning about you now is how diverse of a background you actually have.
Yeah, I've done some things. I've seen some things in my life.
You've gone on medical mission trips. Is that true?
I've done that.
Can you tell us what that experience is like? That's got to just you can be one way and then go and then be a totally different person when you come back, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you hesitate to say that it's a great experience because there's so much sort of tragedy, really, but it's transformative in a positive way, and it really helps you to appreciate the opportunities that you have, and it really energized me to really think about other people in a way that maybe I hadn't before, because it's really easy to take for granted everything that I'll speak for myself. It's really easy to take a lot of life for granted, and getting to be around folks that don't get to take even the simplest things for granted, and getting to be part of trying to do some outreach there was really special, and really changed the way I see the world.
It's funny when you have your first big hit song, people act like you've just come out of nowhere, and there's always a long road to get to where you are. You were a student athlete. What were some of the lessons you learned as an athlete that maybe you've applied that's helped in your music career?
So, some of the lessons I've learned from being an athlete were how to be a part of a team that's striving to achieve a goal that is really kind of larger than the sum of the parts. I've learned the kind of work that it takes to be successful at something really hard. Learning how to, that's a lot of it, how to put the work in. Learning that that if you fight the good fight and you persevere, you allow a chance for good things to happen. And kind of hanging your hat on doing the things every day that you can do to get closer to your goals. So I really see the world through an athletic lens, and team sports and things like that really influence that for sure.
You get to Nashville. What's the journey from getting here to making your debut on the Opry stage? How would you sum that up? What was that like for you?
Oh, I mean, it's just a twisting, winding road of trying to write songs and being proud of stuff, and having having a lot of people in town tell you no thanks, and then finally having somebody take a chance on you, and then being able to put music out in the world that merits an Opry invitation. And that road was long, and it was a winding path, and I don't think anybody's path is really the same one to another. That's one thing. The consistent thing is that it's very different how everybody gets here. But then, the one thing I've noticed is that when you do get here, most everybody's really appreciative.
Can you talk about co-writing Prayed For You?
Sure. So I co-wrote Pray For You with Ash Bowers, who's my publisher manager, and a great friend, Allison Veltz. And Ash and I were hanging out in the office waiting on Allison to arrive, and she called, said she was running late, but that she had this idea, and she had just met her husband about a week before. So she came in with what turned out to be the last of the chorus. More than I could fathom, didn't know you from Adam, but I pray for you. And so we just kind of wrote it from there, Ash and I injecting our experiences being in relationships and being lucky that way, and wrote a song about a character that's a lot like me, that's luckier than he deserves in a lot of different ways. And that was just, we finished the song, and we thought we had done something kind of cool, but you never know, honestly, when you write songs. So that was the process, and it took us 2 days, which is a little atypical, but we got it done, and we were proud of it.
Looking at your calendar for the rest of the year, you're on the road pretty much the rest of 2019 and into 2020. How's the road been for you so far?
The road's been great. It is demanding. You definitely have to. It's tough to maintain some kind of balance of any kind of normalcy in life, whether that's sleep patterns or what time you can call and text people that's appropriate, because your life just gets way different than most, and your free hours are way different. So it's tough, but man, I love every minute of it.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, and we can't wait to see you back here at the Opry House.
Oh, I cannot wait to get back to the Opry. Thanks so much.